Champ is here.
Champ is here. Anthony
Champ
Johnson,
is
thanks
here.
so much for coming on the
Thank
show,
you
man.
very
Appreciate
much.
you.
No,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
very much.
So,
Thank you very much.
22 have tried.
Yes.
21 have gotten knocked out. And we had another gentleman on our show, Mr. Wilder, after his fight against Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
And both of those guys made sure that they mentioned you after their bout.
Free publicity, right?
And how they mentioned
All
your
press
name,
is good press.
it was almost like you were ducking them.
You know what's weird, right? Is that it's taken these boys 10 years in their career before they kind of found their voice. I've been in the game 5 years. I made 7 heavyweight title defenses. I'm Olympic champion. And I feel like, you know, they've been watching me from the outlines, and I feel like they've been building up a lot of envy. And watching those boys fight, I said, that should have been me really fighting for that championship belt. So I can see where they were coming from. And it's the first time I've sat back and watched a fighter and think, that should have been me. So I feel like over the years, how I came in the game so quick and I rose, I feel like they've been watching me from a distance and have been building up that envy. And I feel like now they've got a voice, it's just starting to spill out of them. And I can just see where it's coming from. But don't let that passion turn into envy, because I'm not a hater. You know, I respect what they're doing. There's enough food on the table for everyone to eat. But at the end of the day, someone has to get the bigger slice, and that's why I'm willing to fight the champion in London, April 13th. So I don't know why they're talking about ducking and dodging. You know, Wilder's the champion by draw. So I'm the champion. I got 4 of the heavyweight titles around my waist. And if he's serious and he wants to fight, as I said, I'm willing. So I don't know where all this ducking and dodging story is coming from. Is it PR? Is it publicity? But in the reality, in the grand scheme of things, let's get it on, April in London.
So when you sat back and watched that fight, because it was a great fight, you know, even just as a fan, when you were watching that fight, what went through your mind?
I felt like, you know, Fury done well. You know, the whole story is, I'm not even going to get into it, but he had his issues outside of the ring. And but I do feel like you have to knock out the champion. When Fury came over here, he should have known that I can't come here to outbox this guy and try to look slick. I'm coming out here to knock him out. And I think that's where he made the mistake. Wilder is good, he done his job. And what I felt is that if they're serious next, they got a draw. Wilder managed to hold on to his belts. So I thought, this is my opportunity now where they're gonna come and approach me for a fight. But then I start listening to after interviews and post-fight interviews, and they're saying they're not interested in fighting me, they want a rematch. And I'm saying, why would you waste your time on a rematch when you can fight the other champion and declare yourself the best in the world, but each their own? So I'm just waiting to see what they get up to, and I'm just focusing on my plan B.
Who do you think won the fight?
I think it was a draw, really.
Yeah, it was.
I told you it was a
I think it was
like a draw.
I think it was a draw. I think, you know, from a boxing point of view, Tyson Fury was a better boxer. And the 2 knockdowns really helped Wilder secure that win, and also being in the backyard. So Wilder was in his home country. So as I said, when you go to a next man's kingdom and you want to take his queen, you can't expect just to kind of hold her by the finger and run away with her. No, you got to slay the king, announce yourself, and you're going to take the, you know what I mean? So that's what Fury had to do. If he wanted to win, he had to secure that bag without no conviction.
Very quickly, will you fight the winner of the rematch?
I'm not interested in them rematching. Let's fight now. That's where I'm coming from. Do you know where I'm coming from? Why am I saying I'm going to fight the winner of the rematch another 6 months or 9 months down the line? Because you know it takes 3 months to train, another month to get the fight going, then they could get injured. While the opportunity is hot, let's get it on the table now.
Thanks so much for joining us on